Hi guys, Hellman, Mary, me to everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene. You might think this video is in portrait, but it's not. It's actually in landscape. It's just cropped down into portrait. And the reason is, I'm doing an experiment. Now we do something similar when we're making the standard definition videos. So, theoretically speaking, it should be the same process, right? That is, we take the video, shoot it, and 1920 by 1080, and then we take the video home, load in a Final Cut Pro, set it for vertical mode, which is 1080 by 1920 or something, and then we upload that. As I do with 1280 by 720. Because the reason is you can't put pixels back in after you've taken them out. Not really, anyway. But it works. I'm gonna upload this one also in standard and the official size. Nope. As well. Obviously, I'm gonna have both videos in Final Cut Pro, so. Could I upload one video in high definition and then the other video in portrait mode at the same time live stream it? Theoretically, yes, there is a way. So let's talk about that. Restream.io does either portrait or landscape. Okay? We already know that. So why don't we do it in portrait in the studio? We have. But the problem was, as some of the audience pointed out, is in portrait mode, the chat that's on the side, even if I scale it down, is now on the bottom. And everybody is complaining because else the existing chat from YouTube overlays it. So, that don't work. On the other hand, there was a plugin for OBS to allow you to stream portrait and landscape at the same time. And I did test it. And it did work okay. The problem was, number one, it ain't gonna do much good when you're working with a limited bandwidth. Number two, it was shareware. So, meaning that it would be good for 30 days, and after that it expires, and you have to buy a license. So I took a look at that. I said, number three, I didn't mention number three. You have to redesign all your scripts to use this stock. And I just said to myself, you gotta be kidding me. One, you're charging me a monthly subscription of $30 for the software. And on top of that, I have to rewrite all my scripts. And it doesn't work in with the built-in OBS tools. I said, and it won't necessarily work with recieve.io either. Well, the last one isn't necessarily true. We don't know if it would work with recieve.io, but the point is that upon testing this a couple months ago, when I saw the price tag per month for the software, I just said to myself, "Is this ridiculous?" and deleted it. I said, "This is expensive," and the hell my ears get like that. Ugh, I get stuffed up sometimes. So what I want to know is, what's the answer? Do you go to stream in this software and then pay $30 a month for developer? And you wonder where all your money is going. It's going to subscription fees. It don't matter what program it is, they're all doing the same thing, right? I'm going to charge you a subscription fee to use your software to do the most basic thing. In fact, Logitech just dropped a bomb on Linus Tech with a monthly mouse subscription. It was a regular standard mouse, USB port mouse that had a monthly gaming subscription to use it. Come on, man, you crazy? Why do you need to have a subscription on a mouse? What do you think of Logitech? And then another one, what Louis Rossman discussed, was the man's intimate toy, adult toy, for children. One had to pay $19.95 a month just to get replacement toys when the batteries die. He said, "This is ridiculous." It is. Subscription yourself to death. What a pile of crap that is. You know, you're already paying for whatever it is you're using. For example, the computer. Paying for the computer, you're paying for the electricity, you're paying for the internet. Assuming you're connected to the internet, which most people are, right? You're paying for the software licenses. It's not like back in the old days when you bought the computer and you bought the software and it's yours. And you put the software in the disk, on floppy disk or CD, and you install it, and you got a nice, decent book with it. No, those days are gone. Those days are gone. By the way, I noticed this camera's a little crooked still. That's better. Those days are gone. Now everybody's like, we're gonna charge you $34.95 a month to use our software, such as I don't know, pick a program. I don't care. Okay, how about clean my Mac 10? And that big example. I was able to buy it outright with a license, but most of this other software is like, you can't buy a yearly or permanent license, you gotta buy a monthly one. And so, but in some cases, they actually do have a server, and they maintain the software, and they can offer software file storage. And they do, okay? They do. But the problem is that so many new computer programs in America now today, they don't give you any of that. What they're doing with a monthly fee is they're making you help finance updating of the software, which is fine. But in the case of the software we're talking about that allows OBS to do portrait and landscape, the software is already finished. It's already done. It's already in the can. It's complete. It's not, remember, we were enforcements they can do to it. So why am I going to be paying up the wazoo for that software? Well, here's the hint. You're not. Do you know why? Because there really is nothing to pay for. So these subscription models of software do not make sense. Yes, for some things to do. For example, I got a magazine subscription for Tiger Kitty. She told me she was going to subscribe me to this. Okay? And this is Better Homes and Gardens. Okay? This is a subscription. I don't know how much this is, but Better Homes and Gardens, let's see. Let's see a price tag on this, on the newsstand price on this. Yeah, so it is $3. If that's the price, it's not too bad. $3.99. Or is it Canadian? Alright, my point is, subscription to the magazine, you get to keep the magazine. It's not like a game subscription where your subscription expires, you can't play a game anymore. What I mean is, just like I said, subscription pricing is stupid in some cases. It's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. What is this all? And everybody wonders why Americans are going broke. Of course we are. Because we're getting nickel and dimed to death. That's why. Now, do I think there's a solution to it? Yes, there is. You tell these companies that you're not paying for it. That's what. You tell them straight out. Dear developer, I don't want to pay a monthly subscription. I want to pay for the software, and I want to pay it outright. Claim and Mac offered that option, and so did Graphic Converter. So I did just that. I bought those two programs outright. After I realized it was cheaper to buy the software outright. Sure, the initial price is higher, but I now own the game or the program and I can go back. Or do you? Let me explain it to you. What happens, okay, especially with games, let's say Blizzard says to me, or some other game says, "Dear Michelle, you can buy a license to own this game. This is a one-player game," whatever it is. I don't know. BC's Quest for Tires. Just use an example of a title. I know it's an old game, but throw it in there anyway. Great. What this thing gonna do when Microsoft does? It goes on the internet, checks to see if you bought a copy of the game. If you bought a copy of the game, unlocks it so you can play it. Another one that does that is Sims 4, and another one is Sims 3. Wait, I already bought the game. What happens when the server goes bad or belly up? The game don't play. The files are all there, but the game won't play. So now you bought a game you can't play. What a rotten trick. But they do that. These companies do that to you. And it's dumb. It's really dumb. It doesn't make any sense. So how can we prevent that from happening? I don't know. But I'll tell you what. There's got to be a way. In games that use server authentication for people who have bought the game legitimately, there needs to be a way that a company can say, "Oh, wait, you own the game. All right, so why don't we just upload the key to your hard drive so that you can just play it?" That's a great idea. Why don't you? They bought the game. It's theirs. Give them the key. Makes sense to me? You know what? You know they won't. Alright, so what's coming up in the next 2 weeks? Next week is 7 days from now. As we have Memorial Day or Labor Day on the 2nd of September, and around the September 9th, my iPhone 8 should be back from the battery shop. So we'll have the iPhone 8 here too. So just keep that in mind. Tomorrow, movie night, we have 2 movies. Never Say Never Again with Sean Connery, and we have, I believe, Austin Powers. And I also downloaded Lord of the Rings, the trilogy again, after the Warner Brothers DVDs developed, Blu-rays developed bit rot, or disc rot, and it was not playable. So now we should be able to play those movies as well. So we have movies now for 2 weeks. So tomorrow will be the Never Say Never Again with 007 and then Austin Powers. So that takes care of that. But for now, let you guys go. Oh, by the way, let me point out one more thing to you guys. You do realize in portrait mode, you theoretically can get almost 3 videos on the standard 1280 by 720 screen. Right? Or 1920 by 1080. Okay? And you do realize that if you have the ability to select multiple audio tracks, you could upload all 3 videos with all 3 audio tracks all at the same time, and then one person can select the video 1, 2, and 3. Select the soundtrack for those 2 videos. YouTube, as Jean-Luc Picard would say, make it so. You can do this. It may actually allow people in portrait to actually pick movies that they want to watch, or shows, or different angles. Let's say, for example, I had multiple cameras and I want to put all the videos together, and then you can watch them all, but then maybe you only hear the sound from the different microphones. Sounds like an idea. I don't like portrait, but if you're gonna use portrait on landscape, let's fill the other sides of the screen up with something. Well, anyway, for now, I'm gonna let you go. Talk to you later. Bye. Bye-bye, guys.